Carnival Radio. Enjoyment unlimited.
The number one hit music station.
This is Carnival Radio.
All the hits.
Enjoyment unlimited.
The number one hit music station.
This is Carnival Radio. Midday News.
Good afternoon and welcome. This is Carnival Radio Midday News. I am Oluwadamilare Patmos. To begin the news this afternoon, President Bola Tinubu has again written to the National Assembly seeking approval for a fresh external borrowing of $2.3 billion. This is in addition to a plan to issue a $500 million sovereign sukuk, which will mark Nigeria's debut in the international Islamic finance market. The request, contained in a letter read on the floor of the House of Representatives by Speaker Tajuddin Abbas on Tuesday, complied with Section 21 and 27 of the Debt Management Office Establishment Act 2003. The borrowing plan seeks legislative approval for external financing and implements the 2025 Appropriation Act, finance maturing Eurobonds, and expand Nigeria's debt instruments to include Islamic finance products. Meanwhile, the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Associated Institutions have declared a one-day protest for Thursday over federal government's failure to meet their demands. Acting under the Joint Action Committee, both unions have directed all their branches to hold a joint emergency meeting on Wednesday to mobilize members for protest activities. This will include marches on campuses, placard displays, and press briefings. The decision followed a comprehensive review of government action at Jack's meeting on October 6, after several ultimatums had expired without resolution. In the meantime, a former Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Geoffrey Inaji, has said his resignation from President Bola Tinubu's cabinet was as a decision to protect his integrity and prevent distraction to the federal government's renewed hope agenda. He had resigned from his post on Tuesday amid controversy surrounding academic records and allegations of certificate forgery. Inaji, whose resignation was confirmed by the presidency on Tuesday, said in a statement on Tuesday that he stepped down after deep reflection and consultations with family, associates, and well-meaning Nigerians. According to him, his exit followed an orchestrated, sustained campaign of falsehood, politically motivated, and merciless attack targeted at his persons and office over the past week. On the foreign scene, U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and U.S. President Donald Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner will join Gaza peace plan talk between Israeli and Hamas negotiators in Egypt on Wednesday. The arrival comes as a second day of the indirect talks on Tuesday ended without tangible results. A senior Palestinian official familiar with the negotiation told the newsmen. Trump struck a position tones as Israel marked the second anniversary of the 7 October Hamas-led attack on the country, saying there is a possibility that we could have peace in the Middle East. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu did not comment on the status of the talks, but told Israelis they were in faithful days of decision. An interesting world of sports. Shooting stars forward Kamal Adegoke has promised the club supporters that the player will continue to give their best to the team. The Oluyole Warriors have recorded 3 wins, 1 draw and 2 defeats in their opening 7 matches this season. Shooting Star moved to 5th position in the MPFL table with 10 points following their match day 7 victory over Plateau United in Ibadan. Adegoke assured that the players were determined to give their best for the team. And with that, we've come to the end of Carnival Radio Midday News. You can check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. You can also download the Carnival Media app on Google Play Store and the iOS App Store. My name remains Oluwadamilare Badmus. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good afternoon.